Hi guys, happy spring. As you could hear, my voice is kind of coming in and out, and I'm trying to deal with the light situation and there's noise outside, but I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about some things for spring. I mentioned that I was on a no-buy for Lent, which is the period of time before Easter, so I was trying really hard not to buy anything or go to shopping. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the light. So I didn't really want to go shopping or anything like that and buy new things. So I've been shopping my stash, and that's something where, you kind of say, all right, I'm not going to shop, I'm going to use what I have. So I've been just shopping what I have. So I've gone through everything I have, because every season I'm like, oh, it's spring now, that means I need pastels, I need this, and I'll go out and buy them. But this year I said, you know what, no, I'm going to stop and look and see what I have, and I have tons. So I'm just going to mention a few things here and there that I think are great for spring, to kind of update your look from winter to spring. Winter is still kind of in full effect here. It's really cold, and really chilly and windy and just still very wintry here. So like it's definitely not anywhere close to spring weather yet. But there's some like tulip buds poking out in the gardens, and we're kind of getting there. I'm so sorry about the light. I don't mean to look this washed out. Um, Okay, so just a few things that I went through here. I'm going to start with nail polish because I feel like that's the first and easiest way to work like the spring colors and feel into your wardrobe. And I feel like that with anything. Like if you want to be festive, you could do festive nails for a holiday, things like that. And it's just such a small thing that you could have. And right now my nails are done for spring. And they're done kind of like the dandelions when they get to the point of the seeds being there, and you could like blow them. I used to make wishes on them. I don't know if that's like a thing or I was just a weird kid. So I've been posting more things on my blog, by the way, so there'll be a picture of my nails on my blog, and a link below. So some of the nail polishes that I've been loving, first just to bring a little hint of spring into my wardrobe, have been this really pretty yellow from China Glaze, and this is Lemon Fizz. And this is just a really pretty kind of stark yellow. I always have trouble showing this particular color on screen. There you go. It's like a nice, pretty, soft, creamy yellow. And it's really nice. It almost has like, it's kind of stark against the skin, so I really like this yellow, and it's still soft. I also like mints and turquoise colors for spring going into summer. So this is Orly's Ancient Jade. And I love like mint colors too, like China Glaze Refreshment. And then of course a lilac. We have Easter coming up, and lilac is a beautiful Easter color. All these colors really would be nice. And this is Orly Lollipop, and this is a really pretty pinky lilac. And then we have an Essie blue, and this is Lapiz of Luxury. This to me is kind of reminiscent of like a rainy spring day. It's like a medium. It's not like a pale baby blue. It's like a more muted periwinkle blue. And a nice pale L'Esprit from American Apparel. And this is just a paler lavender with almost a gray hint to it, also reminiscent of a rainy day. And then I like a nice bright coral in spring and also in summer, and that would have to be for me Zoya Elodie. I like this one a lot. It's got that nice like a punch of color against you're probably still wearing like your winter clothes, so it kind of gives like a punch of color against your winter clothes. Something else, I use this year round, but just to remind you guys, sunscreen on the face. One way to get it really easy without putting on a separate sunscreen, I use the Trader Joe's Enrich lotion, and this has, I think, SPF 15 in it. It's 4 ounces for, I think, $2. The broad spectrum SPF, fragrance free for all skin types, non-greasy. It has vitamins, non-comedogenic, so it doesn't clog your pores. Best deal you can get. Easiest thing to do, just stick a little moisturizer on in the morning and you have some sunscreen on your face. You're protecting yourself from sun damage every single day. In spring, I kind of imagine spring, everyone pictures spring as being all pastels. But the truth of it is that you can't just walk around covered in pastels all the time or dressed in pastels all the time. And if you're going to work and stuff, you might still be doing a neutral eye. I love a nice neutral eye. So I kind of look at the Too Faced Bon Bon palette, because these, to me, these are neutrals, obviously, but there is like an element of pastel to them, in that these purples are a little like on the top, or like a nice muted pinks, and the softer like blush and nude colors. These are softer than your average like neutral palette colors would be. So I really like this palette, and this is the Eyeshadow Bon Bons. And I really like this palette for the springtime, to kind of work a softer look into. I also like colors, so if it's the weekend and you want to go crazy, Wet n Wild I think is an excellent way to do this. These are their colors. This is Pride, and this one is, I think, I Dream of Greeny. And I have these out because I was doing St. Patrick's Day last week, and it's just a really easy way to add color. And their eyeshadows are so pigmented that $2, and you're not necessarily going to invest in a great green eyeshadow like this, but this was, I think, $2, and they're very consistent, pigmented, awesome, blendable colors, so you can have fun with it. To me, I think also spring is very much about having a dewy, fresh look about your face. It's not exactly easy, considering that you probably just spent the whole summer with you might be very pale, very dull looking skin from all the cold weather. So you have to moisturize, exfoliate, do that whole process. And I have a night video coming soon. There's been a few requests, and it is coming, I promise. So that video is going to show you my entire night routine and exfoliation and things like that. But I think you then have to kind of make the face look as bright as possible, but you don't want to look greasy. So I always use either a tinted moisturizer or a foundation, and then I'll set the powder with this Milani, which is the multitasker face powder, and I use it in light. Excuse me. And that's this one, and it's really light color. When I first got it, it had like a lace pattern on it, but now it doesn't. This is just a really nice, to me, it's like I use it like a setting powder, and this is from Milani. I think it was like $5 at Walmart. And you just brush this over your face to set everything, to tone down the shine on your face, so you can have a more controlled shine. So for a controlled shine, I use highlighters, like Highbeam from Benefit. This is just a tiny one. It's a nice shiny highlight that'll give you a nice dewy glow. Or I'll use a nice like blush with illuminator in it. So I'll use, like, let's say Hard Candy, and this is Hard Candy in Honeymoon. This is the baked blush, and this is like a really pretty soft peachy color. It has like purple veining, and this just has a nice soft glow. So you kind of like tone down the face, so you can then add the glow, and you just add it here, and it gives a nice natural look. I also really like Benefit's Hervana. I love this all the time. I mention this blush all the time, and that has all the colors, so you can kind of give a little bit of color with the glow. In terms of like the look, I think of not only the pastels, but also like a flirty look for spring. So you have like kind of that pastel nude shadow going on, a little highlighter. I kind of think spring and summer are like the perfect times for false eyelashes. You tend to go out more in spring and summer as well. So you have these like really cute flirty lashes. These are the Miss Adoro lashes, but I also have I have like Ardell's and stuff. Just cute little flirty. You could add the demis, whatever makes you happy. In terms of lips, I really like lip butters. The Revlon Lip Butters, you know that they've been a big deal for a while. They're pretty accessible now because the kind of died down a little bit. But, fun, bright colors. They're like between 5 and 7 each. This is Peach Parfait, and this is like a glittery peach. These are all really nice wearable colors. I have, let's see, Candy Apple if you want more of a brighter punch, because fall doesn't necessarily have to be, spring doesn't necessarily have to be a all pastels and muted colors. You could just bring in color, which could be bright color if that's what you like. This is very smoothie. These are a nice light texture. It just feels like putting on chapstick or lip balm, but it has enough color to add a punch to your look. This one's perfect for spring, and this is Strawberry Shortcake. It's just a nice pale pink. So it adds a little color without adding a heaviness or dryness to your lips. So you can really get like the look that you're looking for in the spring with these lip butters, I believe you can. So now, we have this light, pretty lip without the heaviness. You have the neutral eyes, the flirty lashes, the highlighter to give a glow to the face. pastel tips, and the moisturizer, of course. I also like a good perfume during the spring. This is when we can really bust out those florals. I have 4 perfumes here. In the beginning of spring, I like to pull out something that still has a little bit of a hint of winter, like a transition. So what I've actually been using lately has been was actually Rihanna's Reb'l Fleur, and this is kind of like a rosy scent, but it has a hint of spice to it. I haven't actually been using it anymore because now we're officially in spring, but this is kind of it's bringing in the floral, but it's not too light. So while it was, it's only like 30 degrees this week, so you don't necessarily want to have like this light, pretty, airy floral that doesn't necessarily go with what you're feeling around you. So the spice kind of brings it back to that cold weather. I also really love Yves Saint Laurent Parisienne. It's probably one of my favorite perfumes ever. This is available at Sephora pretty much anywhere. And this is Rose Petals and Raspberries, and I've probably said this 1,000 times because I love this in the summer too. But it's Rose Petals and Raspberries. It's light, it's fresh, it's sweet, it's beautiful. So I love that one. I also really love, and this to me is just fall exclusive. Fall, I keep saying fall. Spring exclusive, and this is L'Eau de Chloe, and this is the green one, and this just smells like rose water. It's like a high rose water content, but this is really beautiful. I bought this last spring. It's just a light, airy rose. It's so pretty and so soft and romantic. And I also really like Marc Jacobs Dot. I don't know the notes on this. It feels floral with a hint of maybe like an apple or something fruity. But it's not too like immature fruity. It's just like sweet and fresh and kind of crisp. This is like to me the spring version of the DKNY Be Delicious that I have for fall, the golden one. This is more like this. It's like that, but this is spring friendly. Another thing that I got, I know I've learned why I haven't bought things, but I did buy one thing, and I don't think it counts because I had a gift card. And I had to, and I'll explain to you why I had to. I picked up some neutral heels, some nude heels, nude pumps. And I think you can agree, nude pumps go with everything, especially in the spring. You're wearing brighter colors, and it's not necessarily sandal weather yet. You might be wearing brighter colors, pastel colors, and it's hard to pair like shoes with a pastel dress or a floral dress or something like that without it looking like you're a little kid dressing up for Easter. If you're wearing like a floral dress with like pastel colors, then you wear white shoes or something, it might look a little juvenile. But nude is kind of the perfect way to go, and it's not necessarily like sandal weather yet, so the closed toe pump to me is the best. These are Nine West pumps, and they were originally $55 at 9 West at retail price. And I found them at Marshall's. There was one pair left in the whole store. They were in perfect condition. They were my size, and they were on clearance for $22, and I had a gift card. So I'm sorry, but I bought them. They fit perfectly. They have a nice round toe. I can get the sticker off inside. They have a nice round toe. They have I think a decent heel. I don't think they're too big. I think they're kind of close to 4-ish, maybe 3.5. It's not too skinny, not too deep. And the inside has a slight platform. The platform is about there, so it's probably like half an inch. So if it is 3.5, then this takes you to a 3-inch heel. It's not difficult to walk in these because the inside the footbed there is really cushiony. So these are really comfortable. They fit really well. They were a great deal, and they were at Marshall's. And they go with everything for the spring, in my opinion. You could even wear them with jeans and like a lighter colored, like a mint or coral blazer, which is kind of a big thing right now, and like a cute lightweight scarf. So many things you could do for spring. I've talked your ears off now, but I've been keeping up on my blog. I never ever did before, but I actually downloaded the app on my phone, so I've been keeping up on it on the go. So if you guys are interested in checking out my blog, I put a lot of nail things or face makeup stuff. I do a lot of outfit stuff, shopping stuff, just stuff on the go, and definitely a lot of diet stuff is on there. So if you're interested in looking, you can check that out. The link is below. And other than that, happy spring!